Before our next topic, because Ms. Kim is from Korea, so I would like to introduce some basic information to her about our 4S, the Smart Site Safety System in Hong Kong, which is widely used in construction sites by means of different sensors and detectors to capture or record on-site conditions. And then the data feedback to the centralized centralized management platform for real-time monitoring to prevent accidents. But Ms. Kim, her team is taking a step further from our real-time monitoring to proactive prediction of imminent risks for accident prevention. So let's welcome Ms. Yong Chun Kim Wright from Double T to present their AI-based industrial safety management solution utilizing real-time location system for real-time tracking of workers and equipment. Very long topic. Please put your hands together. Thank you very much.
Before I jump in, it's just giving me a little nerve to represent my company here, but thank you all for inviting me here. And also, it's a great honor to be in the greatest city, Hong Kong. And thank you. Let's jump in. Sorry. So I'm from Double T Corporation. We are based in South Korea. We're based in South Korea, and we have been founded back in 2021. So it has only been like 5 to 6 years in the business. But we have seen the possibility of this kind of industrial safety and AI, all related topics are hot issues everywhere. So we have focused on that part. So we have developed a industrial safety accident prevention system called Heimdall. So I'm going to tell you about it afterwards. So this is how our system works, from the prediction of the risk and actually from the workers to avoid from the risky situation. It only takes less than 1 minute. 1 second, sorry, just 0.5 seconds. So how it's possible is that our AI engine would analyze the movement vehicles and also the location of the workers from the both sides and to predict the potential collisions or any kind of accident. And they're going to give alarm to the site operators or field operators and also the managers so they can take the actions immediately. So as I mentioned, our solution is called Heimdall, Industrial Accident Prevention System. It has been applied more than 20 sites here, 20 sites in Korea. And also in the AI business, the data is the key success elements. So we have accumulated more than 600 million hazard block data and also 850,000 detected risk events into real industrial sites. And also by doing so, we have increased our system accuracy over 98%. So this is our 4 main use cases. From like Seoul Metro is a Korean public sector. They have used our Heimdall systems to prevent the electric shock events in the real site. And also the HNT, it's a really little small manufacturing companies, and we have worked with the Korean Occupational and Safety Health Agency to help even for small and middle enterprises to use the system to prevent the accident and avoid from getting a penalty if the accident happens. And also the Dongwon Industries for the safety in the shipbuilding industry and also the National Biobank of Korea. So anywhere the risks are. So many of you might question that Double T, we are only specializing in like anchor-based real-time location system technology or big data analysis. And many of you have heard about the AI, vision AIs and CCTVs. Are those just same? They might think that it's same, but we would like to say, sorry, absolutely not. Since like in case of CCTVs and AI vision cameras, they have this kind of limitations. Of course, not to mention about the cost of it, but also they have the blind spots. And not to mention, in the industrial side, there are lots of dynamic risk. For example, there could be a forklifts in the manufacturing companies and also the robots, since lots of people are using it. It's really difficult for them to utilize this kind of, like interpreting those data and making into a meaningful data. So the different traditional safety management solutions, they just detect single events like CCTVs. They are just monitoring. It's about the monitoring, and they are just detecting single events. And they are just a reactive system. They just, do something after the accident happens, and that is no thing of prevention, I would like to say. But our Heimdall is quite different. We are getting every kind of dangerous risk factors and converting into a data into a unified ontology. And also by visualizing it in the heat map, we're going to show, give the notification to the field operators that some specific areas are risky. So this is how it works, and we are going to interpreting the accumulated risk along the time axis so they could see the time difference and how the risks are accumulated. So, sorry. So DRM, we call it a dynamic risk map. This is the concept we developed with the university here in Canada. The dynamic risk map is a kind of there would be a digital twin of your company, and then the risk would be displayed. So you might know where the risks are. So it's telling you that which parts are actually dangerous, where the risks are accumulated, and this is how it works. So as I mentioned, dynamic risk map, as you can see over here, the risks are accumulated. It would be shown in red color. So since this is a real-time data, the manager might question himself or herself that there has been no accident in this specific area, but why is it getting red? And then they are gonna go to the site, and then they might find out that maybe some sort of works are done in the wrong way, or maybe there are spilt water in the floor. So they can get the sense of it, and they can eliminate the risk in advance. So it's kind of an indicator to tell the safety manager, because safety manager is a human being. They cannot track every source of risk. So it's AI who's doing its job, and it's telling you how dangerous it is. So there's a Henry's law. Everybody might have heard of it. Like before one major accident, 29 minor accidents happens, and also over 300 near misses are happening. So we are collecting this data. We are showing you this data by using a map, and it's gonna give you a very indicative source. So our AI decision software AI machine, our AI model will help us figure it out how dangerous it is, and based on the ontology, and it's gonna tell how it works. So I would like to say our double T Heimdall solution is in the step 2. It's telling the risk in advance, maybe 2 hours, but 2 days. But our final goal is to help field operators or field manager or safety manager to help them make decisions. We're gonna give them some sort of choices, and based on what choices, what results could come and what results can be resulted in. So these are our final goal. So since we have the AI model by ourselves and also the solution, and we're thinking of expand our markets overseas, of course. We are currently working with Thailand, and we're trying to do a POC with them, and not just limited to Thailand. We're also we would like to work with East Asian companies like that. And also, we have been awarded from the Ministry of SMEs and Startups and selected as a next unicorn candidate. This allows us to work with the big corporation, Naver Cloud and Dell Technologies. We're currently working and cooperating with them. So this is just our company portfolio and people. And then I have prepared quite maybe 3 to 4 minutes video, and I hope you enjoy it.
maybe we
언제 사고 날지 몰라서 많이 불안하셨죠? 이럴 때는 해임달이 답.
안녕하십니까. 사고 예방 시스템 해임달을 만드는 주식회사 더블티의 대표이사 김영준입니다. 더블티는 산업 현장에서 일어나는 실제 사고들을 해결할 수 있는 시스템을 만드는 기업이고요. 안전관리 기능과 사고 예방 기능을 중심으로 데이터 기반 의사결정 시스템을 만드는 회사입니다. 데이터 기반 의사결정이라는 것은 현장에 수많은 데이터들이 쌓이는데 이 데이터들을 사람이 일일이 분석하고 판단하는 것이 굉장히 어렵습니다. 따라서 이 데이터를 잘 정리해서 사고가 일어날 가능성이 높았던 구역들을 설정한다던가 사고가 많이 반복적으로 일어나는 구역들을 시스템이 자동으로 판별을 해서 사람들에게 더 조심해야 된다는 의사결정을 도와주는 시스템을 말하고 있습니다. 기존에는 사실 사고를 예방한다라는 기능보다는 사고라던가 여러 가지 현장 상황들을 관제하는 기능에 포커싱이 많이 되어 있었습니다. 그러다 보니까 자연스럽게 CCTV를 활용을 해서 많은 시스템들이 구축이 되었습니다. 다만 이제 CCTV 같은 경우에는 설치의 단가가 상당히 높아서 중소기업들이 도입하기에는 굉장히 진입장벽의 허들이 높은 상황이었고요. 또한 이제 CCTV 같은 경우에는 사각지대들이 많이 존재를 하게 됩니다. 따라서 구조의 복잡성이 있는 곳 같은 경우에는 CCTV만으로 커버가 어려웠습니다. 따라서 저희 해임달 시스템은 센서를 활용을 해서 구조의 제약을 많이 받지 않는 형태의 시스템을 구현을 함으로써 조금 더 안전에 대한 관리를 더 강화할 수 있게 되었습니다. 최근 시장에서 안전관리가 훨씬 중요하고 사고가 일어나면 안 된다는 인식이 강화되고 있어서 저희 같은 업체들이 많이 생겨나고 있는데요. 저희만의 이제 다른 업체와 특별한 장점이 있다는 것은 안전보건공단에 저희는 인증을 받은 소프트웨어라는 것이 가장 큰 강점입니다. 안전보건공단에서는 실제 시스템이 현장에서 잘 활용될 수 있는지에 대한 실사와 서류에 대한 엄격한 평가 등을 통해서 실제 현장에서 효과적으로 활용될 수 있는 시스템들을 선정 기준으로 보고 있고요. 저희는 그 선정 기준을 통과한 유일한 업체로서 타 업체 대비 경쟁력이 있다라고 말씀드릴 수 있습니다.
해임달의 기술은 현장에서 어떻게 활용되고 있을까요?
이번에 서울교통공사에 저희 산업안전 사고 예방 시스템 해임달을 도입하게 되었는데요. 서울교통공사 같은 경우에는 좀 특수한 케이스에 해당이 됐는데요. 이제 전동차다 보니까 전동차를 움직이기 위해서 고압선이 설치되어 있습니다. 다만 이제 열차에서 작업을 할 때는 고압선에 전기가 흐르면은 작업자가 거의 사망에 이를 수 있는 고위험 지역이기 때문에 전기가 흐르고 있을 때 작업자가 전선에 접근할 수 있는지를 판단하는 것이 굉장히 필요한 상황이었습니다. 저희는 이제 초정밀 위치 측이 체계를 통해서 위치를 정확하게 측정을 할 수 있기 때문에 전선의 위치를 고정시키고 전선의 위치에 작업자가 접근하면 알람을 주는 방식으로 이 위험 문제를 해결하고 있습니다. 아직 도입 기간이 엄청 길지는 않아서 당연히 사고는 없는 상황이지만 장기적으로 이런 감전 사고를 예방하는 데 큰 기여를 할 것으로 기대하고 있습니다.
서울교통공사를 비롯해 다양한 기업과 함께하고 있는 해임달은 다양한 수상과 MOU 체결, 투자 유치 등을 통해 그 기술력을 검증받았습니다. 대한민국 제조 환경을 안전하게 만드는 데 앞장서고 있는 해임달, AI로 잇는 스마트 제조의 미래, 사전 예측형 안전관리 플랫폼 해임달이면 사고 예방도 가능합니다.
So this would be end of it, and thank you all for listening. Yeah.
Wow. Actually, we have dynamic risk assessment. They have dynamic risk map, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much for the eye-opening presentations, and it's truly impressive to see how your system platform, HINNO, right? Can predict imminent risk for accident prevention. Without further ado, first of all, maybe we have a look about the Q&A section first. Let me see. Oh, okay. This question is, you mentioned that the system can predict potential collisions. Regarding your presentation, there's a case study for a forklift truck and a worker, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I think refer this case. However, human behavior is unpredictable. Would you please further elaborate how the AI-based risk prediction, the so-called dynamic risk map, can tackle such risky behaviors? I understand this question. This means because human behavior is unpredictable, but you try to use a program, AI, to predict the workers' behavior to prevent any, imminent risk. But human and machine interaction is a little bit complicated. Can you further elaborate? Because your slides, I think, is very, very, very informative.
Yeah.
But I also recognize that there's some slides try to illustrate some probabilities, I think. Would you please further elaborate your AI how to achieve such purpose?
Okay. To answer this question, our sensors attached to the users, I mean the field operator, it is not only limited to their location. The sensor, the tag itself, give you the information about the location, maybe the angle, how fast they are moving, and those kind of complicated factors would be collected. The data would be collected, and the AI would tell you about it. Do you think? Yeah.
Okay. There is another question. I did introduce our 4S system, the Smart Site Safety System. Because I mentioned that our 4S, the purpose is for real-time monitoring. Any high-risk work on the construction sites for real-time monitoring. Your system emphasize on prediction, right? So it is very interesting that under the 4S framework, all site data needs to be flowed into a centralized management platform, or CMP. So our big question for the panel is, your system, can HIPDO integrate with local CMPs and feed all its data directly onto our local dashboard? I think it's the integration.
About the integration with other ERPs and those kind of things. We may have to look deep into it, but we mostly say yes, since we have worked with over 20 corporations. I would like to say this is possible, but maybe we have to look through it with the integration. But I would like to say yes.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Regarding your presentations, I memorized that there's no application for construction site, right? Yeah. Can your system to be applied for construction site? Is there any examples?
There are a few cases we are currently having a discussion with the construction sites, because but the construction site, they have lots of factors because it's outside. We have to use anchor devices placed up to a ceiling, but it could be also be installed into some sort of support.
Yes.
But mostly because the construction sites are changing every day, maybe it's too large. Maybe there might be some limitation because of the cost, but we do say it's possible, but of course, we have to see through it.
Yes, thank you very much for your advice. Okay. The system showed us something really cool, right? And it's an AI that predicts imminent risk in human-machine interaction before they happen. So thanks again, Ms. Kim, right, for your interesting sharing. Thanks again very much.